Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse, for episode 8 of season 2 of Percy Jackson. This is the season finale. We're heading back to camp. Clarice has the Fleece and is bringing it back. We still have Percy's visions to contend with. Luke has been given an ultimatum and a final order to stop holding back and take them out, as well as the camp and everybody there. So, like, yeah, let's just see what happens, man. I'm excited to see how this all comes to a close and what that leaves us with going into this, because I'm very curious about if Clarice's prophecy is truly over, and also just like what is going to be the resolution to both Percy's and Annabeth's dreams when it comes to Thalia. So let's get ready to hop in. But before that, if you want to see the full reaction and want to get early access to any of the shows that we cover here over the channel, you want to, send your own comments, questions, fun facts for me to read at the end of these episodes, all that you can do over on Patreon. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover the channel. You also can suggest and vote on what movies to react to each month. It's a great way to support the channel, help us do things you do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And that all said down the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 8. The Fleece works its magic too well. Here we go.
When our forces burn camp to the ground.
I do want to circle back to, I found it an odd choice for Kronos to say, oh, I think we're going to get to see what actually took place now, finally. To burn camp to the ground, because it makes it sound like he's someone that's attended the camp, that's grown up on the camp.
Listen to me, listen.
The camp or something along those lines feel like something a little more appropriate. Or that camp.
Get them to camp, okay? You gotta get her to safety.
Just camp makes it seem like there's a personal connection to it.
Take care of Ryan. Go, go. Come on then. You wanted a fight? I'll give you one.
Fuck off. We'll get there. We'll see it.
The eldest three,
Oh.
who upon reaching 16 years of age will decide the fate of Olympus. A single choice.
Oh, okay.
That either
Never mind.
saves
It's
the
just
age of
her
the gods
shorthand of it.
or destroys it.
Percy, what is it?
Yeah, she can feel the vibes are off.
Look out!
Hey, buddy. Blackjack, right?
Blackjack.
Yeah. What are you doing over here?
Where's Clarice?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait. I forgot she took the horse.
I know him.
He knows him. Okay.
Valid reaction.
You guys are growing up so fast. And your world is, you have a lot to carry.
I was gonna say, it's freaking weird.
That's what Thalia's gonna help. She can help Percy carry the weight.
You mean Dolly's gonna be the one in the prophecy, not Percy?
There's a prophecy.
Oh, no. It might not be him at all.
Clarice never made it to the tree. There's monsters up ahead. They're surrounding camp. She took off on foot with the Fleece.
If Thalia comes back, we can't guarantee that it is Percy. They just fear it is Percy.
Where are you going?
With you.
And then there's just a million ways to read it.
No way.
I wasn't asking, Percy.
Please. Just up this road. I watched the Minotaur. I can't let you get close to that kind of danger again, okay?
But it's not just me that you're really worried about.
Do you remember that dream you had about the drachma? I thought that was about me. Like two different sides of me.
Maybe two different players, part of the same puzzle.
Now I think it's about me and
Thalia.
Percy.
And I think maybe even the great prophecy itself might also be
promise me
about
you'll
the
stay a
two
safe
of you.
distance.
Yeah, okay.
Toss of a coin, a choice that must be made. What will happen and who will do it?
You should take pride in restoring our chariot circus. You know, before I was a king, I was a charioteer myself. My skill and speed were renowned throughout the land, and wherever I went, a feast was given in my honor.
He's just looking at it.
Anyway, maybe you too will be invited.
Sir, another giant broke through. That's 3 in 3 days. We need more people to patrol the border.
We are barely gonna finish in time to get the races going again.
This dude, what the hell? He's in someone's pocket for sure.
Sorry, are you trying to scare these kids? None of you have seen a real siege, the kind they had back in my day.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
We picked up a weapon and the gods have lifted my curse.
Wait.
Because I was right. Oh, come on.
Oh, or because your time was up.
Another one got through!
Oh shit. And of course, it's happening right here.
Fire!
There's no agency in that draw for any of them. Yo. Oh, that was the barrier reacting. Never mind. I thought somebody was calling lighting.
Bronte doesn't have enough people. She probably hasn't slept in days.
Clarice definitely didn't come this way.
Where even is she?
I hear something.
What?
I don't know. Moving toward us, shaking the ground.
Something with the motor. The government? What the hell is all of this? The men in black. Oh. More of these guys.
Are you sure we can cross? The barrier won't stop demigods, and it hasn't stopped our team inside camp from letting your friends in.
Team inside camp?
They already have someone inside.
The war will be decided by a child of the big three. Thalia will destroy Olympus. She is the most powerful demigod alive. We need to free her from the tree.
I mean, they're straight up just spelling it out for us now. There you are. You're just out here running around. Where you at?
Another one got through the barrier! Hold your fire!
It's me!
Katie, hold up!
What happened?
Sorry, Clarice.
I don't care. You guys are my escort. Now we got a lot of ground to cover.
Look, there's monsters breaking through the border. The barrier's about to fall. And
Not if we get this to Thalia's tree.
Nah, but the funny thing about it is that's going to be what drops the barrier completely.
I heard Kronos say that there was another.
Kronos can manipulate dreams. If he got into Ares' head, he can get into yours.
Do you think she'll be on our side because she's your friend?
That's right.
But she's Luke's friend too.
Yep.
She'd have to choose between the two of you. You can't imagine what that's like.
Yeah, it makes things real difficult.
what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I still hope we get like the full flashback of what of Thalia's experience, cause especially even if she was ever on the fence, whatever happened pre-treification could be the deciding factor of what she's going to be feeling when she wakes up.
Take him to custody.
We don't have time for this.
If they resist, cut them down.
Take us to Tantalus.
Tantalus is gone.
Who's in charge of camp defense then?
I'm my own great
Oh my God.
grandpa. Great.
How does that work? His
By the
own.
boundary, sir.
Theirs, sure. But
All right, take him to Tantalus.
Clarice has the fleece. If we got here before she did, that means she's in trouble.
And Luke has monsters and demigods getting ready to march into camp right now.
So,
So you're camp director.
what the fuck, man?
Is there a Titan actively attacking the camp right now?
No, but
Then I can't help you. You kids are gonna have to start working out your differences on your own.
The fuck?
Kronos is back.
Okay. There is no proof that that's true.
He spoke to me.
I mean, you are just saying that to his point.
This is the real thing, what Chiron's been training us for. There is no bigger hero or divine intervention to come to our rescue. We have to take care of our own.
Yeah!
Because that's what real heroes do.
Yeah!
We stand up for each other. We stand up for all!
I like that it's just us. It's also justice! Well done, Perce. Seriously, anything. Some weak-ass draws.
They stop.
Hers is fine. Oh my God. Well, they're dead.
Was anyone else from my cabin hurt? Where's Mark?
He's leading one of the patrols. We've got 4 covering the perimeter now.
Barrier has to hold.
They're just breaking. And so are we. You know, some of us are worried that there's enemies in camp.
Well, we know there are.
Let's just sound like the way Katie took a shot at you.
What?
Or
Chris, what are
is
you doing?
it you sowing
let me see your
dissent?
bow.
It's him sowing dissent.
Why?
That's why he was so finicky earlier on.
She's a traitor.
Why would you just...
Now!
Oh! Yeah.
Luke always had my back. Just give me the fleece. I'll tell him you died well.
What was the point of that show? He could have gained her trust and stabbed her in the back at any point. Now she's prepared.
Cut her down and get the fleece!
Man, a whole lot of child murder in this episode. Already. Someone? Anybody?
Know what your mistake was?
And she failed without friends.
Thinking we were friends. Maybe you forgot you don't have those.
But she does.
Oh, yeah?
Nice! Not looking too good over there.
Watch carefully. Skull crusher. I give you permission to enter camp.
Let's go. To Obs! I mean, there's more of them than what he brought with him, given most of them, I think, are very inexperienced by the look of them, or at least a lot younger by the look of them. Hey, he didn't give an order, but whatever. They charged of their own free will. Jeez, that shoulder check. And again, children are, these aren't blunt instruments, you know? So it's just like, you hit, you're done for the most part.
Percy! No fleece to heal you this time.
Yeah, when you really look at this is pretty messed up. You know, the first season, all fun and innocent. Now that they're slaughtering each other, kind of adds a different edge to it. Yo, impressive. Whoa, Percy's growing up, man. Oh shit. Well, unfortunately, Luke can just straight up throw hands. Holy shit. Oh my God. This is what happens when you fight on the land, man. You need some water. You need something. You're not in your element.
You were never the one. It was always Thalia.
Oh, Tyson? It's a trident. Yeah. Fuck him up. Fuck. Sent him flying, dude. Yeah, you might want to grab a weapon. Well, there's our fleece. And our squad. The rest, oh! Damn, you bitch. This girl.
It's okay. I'm okay.
It's just a flesh wound.
Reinforcements! Bring the tree down! I'm okay. Save the tree!
That was not the order given. Kronos only cares about bringing the shield down. Luke, you don't have anything to say about that? Wait. It's a fleece. Oh! Javelin it!
Finish the quest.
Yo, let's go! Teamwork! You do have friends. You know, while you're at it, just impale that other chick with it. Well, then she'd heal. All right, there's no turning back now, but I'm almost certain this will also destroy the barrier if it does actually lift her curse. Yep, here she comes. Oh! And that is how everybody died. Oh, shit. Wild how it was mirroring the two of them, our two coins. But yeah, God forbid anybody wearing a shit ton of metal like most of them were, probably not feeling too great right now. You got lit the fuck up. Oh, what the hell? What is this? Got knocked into your own mind. Oh, well, thank you for clearing that up. I was like, what is happening?
Or life. This is
A dream. I'm dreaming.
You're in the dreaming now.
You've grown.
I tried calling you before. Luke wasn't lying, was he?
A great stirring is underway. War is inevitable. I need my son by my side.
Oh!
Thank you for watching over him.
Wait, what?
Percy, you're okay.
Look at me. We have need of your skills to craft weapons for the war to come.
Yes, sir.
If you need time to think it over,
I'll go.
Nope. No need.
It's the least I can do, really, to repay you for Percy.
Oh. What is going on here?
A long time ago, on the streets, before I met you and Sally, it was really hard. I prayed to the gods for help. I prayed for a friend. And I was sent a brother.
My heart, man.
I'm gonna go get ready, or wake up, or yeah.
Oh. Hell yeah, man.
I plan to tell you myself near your 16th year, but I suppose there is no ideal age to carry the burden of deciding the fate of the universe.
Yeah.
Is that why you had me?
There are forces more powerful than the will of the gods, my son. Fate is one of them. Love, another.
Yeah.
Never underestimate yourself, Perseus.
Wait.
Never.
Oh, wait.
That's the first word she said. Thalia.
Yeah. Wait.
Do you know what she meant?
Brace yourself.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. He's about to wake up at the camp and his vision is going to come to fruition. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Not yet, at least.
How long have we been out for?
3 days.
Chiron approved us to use most of the nectar in storage for healing people up. Chiron.
Oh, he's back?
Reinstated.
Yeah!
To see you as soon as you
Let's
woke up.
go! Should have never been uninstated.
Okay, say it.
You drool in your sleep.
I do too sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Cronies were driven back. Luke vanished.
This is too happy-go-lucky, man.
Our strike force for the fight to come.
When he was putting that together with the Never there and the Dream, they just mentioned or reiterated earlier how Kronos can manipulate dreams, and I was thinking, okay, maybe this isn't actually Poseidon, but Kronos manipulating the dream while he was unconscious. Now I'm just wondering if any of this is actually happening or not. Or not.
Just give me a shut up, Jackson.
Shut up, Jackson.
Hell yeah. Gotta make it feel a little like things haven't changed too much.
You deserve to know the truth of what really happened that night that you arrived.
What really happened?
Oh God, here it comes.
I remember this. I don't need to relive it.
You don't remember it.
Story you remember didn't end the way you think. I know because I saw everything.
Wait, what? You're just there, passive observer.
I prepared to defend the young girl. The Furies kept a distance, did not attack. They spoke.
Oh! They revealed something she wasn't meant to know.
I agree.
Zeus.
Father.
Bearing a new face.
Furies had delivered a message from Hades, who knew exactly how to drive a wedge between father and daughter.
Lovely.
Here, you would be protected. More, you would be idolized by the other demigods who would fight each other to bask in your glory.
It's kind of fucked, dude.
The only demigods I care about are the two I just brought here. So I am going to go and get them, and we are going to leave.
You will not walk away from me.
I will never be your weapon.
Do you hear me?
This isn't good. Melancholy, more like melanthalia.
You lied.
You saw what happened.
Zeus ordered me to lie. This year I realized what Cronus intended. To use the power of the Fleece to raise his champion.
Yep.
I feared that champion was you, Percy, but I was wrong.
You don't mean...
Oh, geek. All right, well.
Where's Annabeth? You've grown. Where's Luke?
Well, about that.
Where is he?
You guys get nightmares, right? Not like mine. Because mine just woke up.
What? No. You can't. Why would you do this? I've been warned preemptively that there's like 2 post-credit scenes. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that though, but as far as cliffhangers go, that's just mean. Okay, we did not have to wait too long here. What is this? What is this? What the hell? How did we get here? What is happening? Oh. All right. Yeah, I did see the season 3 was coming out this year. Okay. What? Well, obviously they get out of this. Shocker. I know there's more than 3 books, so I was like, duh. Also main character and all that. Interesting though. So then I also presume there's something at the end too. Dude, that is a sick image. All right. What? Wait, we're back at Cersei's?
If you wish to take the accelerated course, there are limited spots, but the results are undeniable.
Oh my God. Taking credit for what they did to spurn this on, or is that them? That would be something. Okay. I'm gonna hang out just in case. Yeah, who knows? Or not. Thank you for that. Okay. We're good. I mean, the episode was awesome. Like from the scale, the scope, the climax, the battle. There's some silly little things here and there, which I pointed out, like the guards like lined up with their arrows and all that kind of stuff, and just a couple things here and there. Tantalus, like, I feel like, I don't know if he's actually gone, or if that was like to fake his death, because I feel like he was here as a saboteur of sorts. He just neglected everything, and it seemed so with a point to me, unless it was just like he was that out of his mind that he couldn't take anything seriously at all. Like, I don't know. I just definitely thought something was up with that, but I guess all we could do is see and wait for later. But I enjoyed the shit out of this episode. like I said, I like the build. I like the tension, especially as now all these things are starting to fall into place. Like these misreadings, again, misreadings, misunderstandings of these prophecies. And like they say many a time, they don't really make a whole lot of sense until you are looking backwards. And, everybody was like, oh, the only one we know of that's still around right now is Percy. Nobody even considered Thalia could be in the cards, that she could be resurrected. Now we also got the truth of what happened to her. So all the things we had kind of been predicting up until this point kind of came to fruition. But, we didn't get to see the resolution of that, of her asking, like, where is Luke? What is going to happen? Because they're leaving us hanging on what her decision is going to be. What is she going to choose? Because we're still waiting on one of these two to make a choice that will impact everybody. We got to see Poseidon. There was a little bit of a underreaction, I think, from Tyson for being called upon, unless he had already been previously visited by him between the last time him and Percy talked and now, or before Percy woke up, him and Tyson had already talked, because he called him over and Tyson was like, hey, what's up? Sure, yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'll go down there. I'll get you a forged out weapon. Pray to the gods to give me a brother. Like, that shit was sweet as hell, man. Alone in the world, desperate, the world not treating him kindly because of who and what he is, and then it sent him a brother. But, like, I don't know. I would have liked to have seen, if it happened off screen, that kind of is like, it's a little disappointing. I would have liked to have seen that, but it's not necessarily Tyson's story, so I'm not all that upset. But I do like that Poseidon still persists, that, Percy wasn't really, he wasn't born for any ends. He wasn't trying to fulfill a prophecy by doing what he did. It was fate, love, whatever you want to say. Either or both had a hand in it. Forces that are more powerful than the gods themselves. But yeah, we just woke up 3 days after the battle. After Thalia woke up, she just like AoE blasted everybody close to her. And I guess are we even okay? Thalia is awake. There's no tree. I know that Luke and his forces, I guess they retreated, or Luke vanished and disappeared. Anybody that maybe it was left behind, maybe they captured, but like, we don't have a barrier though, right? Or is she a walking barrier? Like, as long as she's awake and alive, that's not how that works. It cured her of what Zeus did to her, which was the fear. And he wanted to weaponize the great prophecy to his benefit, basically control what choice she was going to make, hoping she would choose to abide him. But obviously, with everything they'd done up to this point, that was just not going to happen. So now Annabeth's in a really shitty spot too, because this is like, like Percy said, is like, she might be your friend, but she's also Luke's. We don't know where she's going to land. Like, if you toss that coin, it can land on either side right now. And that's true. Now Annabeth also is going to have to choose. So it's not just Thalia is going to have a difficult choice. I'm sure down the line she will as well, because she's going to have to choose between Thalia and Percy now at some point. We got a little flash forward to to them at a dance somewhere, doing whatever there. Our little tease for season 3, which will be coming this year. Hopefully I'll be able to react to that on time as it's coming out. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the season. I'd have to rewatch season 1. Like, season 1, I feel like it's way more self-contained. This one, you could definitely feel the build. It's a setup. It's a setup for what is to come. It's a setup for these things down the line. And in a way, season 1 is too, but it's a little more of a self-contained story by the end of it. This one, we ended on this note here. So we're really just in the middle of the story right now that's still progressing, which is interesting. I don't know if the book ended that way or if that was a show choice. I'd be curious to hear, but Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what comes from this. I think like as far as like leaps up, I think this season tonally was a little more consistent. That first episode, like I said, was the rockiest episode just because they did have to catch everybody up, remind everybody what's happened. So we had a lot of clunky, weird dialogue, and then also obviously some things we had to explain that are different now when we're getting re-injected into all of this. But yeah, I think overall the season was really strong. I like the way they grew out their relationships. I like some of the adventures that they went on. And then when we had these little battles or whatnot, it was just, I don't know, it was fun. The addition of Tyson's a fun little bit, even if I was suspicious of him for a good time. I like the little like moral dilemma between Percy, Thalia, and Luke right now that they're posed with, given everything going on. Yeah, some fun stuff. Just more lore, you know, with Cersei, her island, her spa, which is probably still one of my favorite episodes of the show right now. But I love the further inclusion of all this mythological lore and whatnot. But that's about all I've got to say, man. I don't really have too much else to add that I haven't already in previous episodes, other than we got a lot of answers. There's still things obviously up until this point are completely up in the air until we get into the next bit of seasons. But I liked it. I really enjoyed this a lot. These characters are really kind of like the actors and everybody is really just filling out these shoes really, really well. And I'm just excited to see what happens next, man. I'm following along this journey. And yeah. So let's head to Patreon, see what you guys have to say. Anya or Aina. Let's see. Season 2 finale spoiler. Well, I mean, this is for the episode, so that comes with the territory. It's not really a spoiler. We have already watched the episode. So in the books, Thalia was actually saved by Zeus, making her a tree. What do you think about that change? It's quite a big change, but at the same time, not. Okay, so in the books, then the lie they were told was actually the truth. That makes me wonder how big of a change what does that shake up then? I don't know. I have no idea. I've never read the books, so I don't know what that could play out. But like, it's interesting that in the books she was saved. They changed it to make it to where she was just resisting. She didn't want to go along with that. She wasn't wounded. She was refusing him, and he struck her down and transformed her to save himself. I don't know. Obviously it adds a bigger dynamic and stakes and maybe more of a tension between the group for sure, for Annabeth, for everybody else, as well as, again, leaning into this idea of just them being the pawns and puppets of the gods in this kind of way. I don't know. I feel like I'd probably have a better answer for you if I was familiar with the way that it played out in the books. And we got Walcott Koenig. Both Annabeth and Luke want to bring Thalia back to be the hero of the prophecy, confident she will choose to save or destroy Olympus respectively. Based on what we learned of Thalia this season through flashbacks, Annabeth versus Luke's assumptions, and Percy's vision, do you think Thalia will be a weapon for Zeus, the Olympians, or for Kronos, the Titans? Or do you have theories about her choosing a different option, not being the one to choose it all, since we don't know the full words of the prophecy yet? That's true. We still don't know the full prophecy in whole. That's a good point. That I didn't even consider that, which is an interesting flip of this. Percy questioned this. I was like, where do humans fit into your plan? He's the only one that just raised that question, was Percy, to think about the other opposition to that. Like the other, a third option. Thalia doesn't seem to be really concerned with anybody except her inner circle. I don't think she wants to be, with what Zeus did to her in this, I feel like she's being primed to sign up alongside Luke with Kronos to disembowel and destroy the order that has been placed around this world that's kept this shit cycling the way it does. I think she'll follow suit with Luke. Though I do think if she did choose a third option and abstained at all would be kind of interesting, because then it just, again, forces everything back onto Percy. but it does add some real interesting tension between that. I wouldn't hold it against her, whatever, after everything we've now witnessed, that she wouldn't side with Kronos. I mean, that's kind of what I expect right now. We still have his vision and her attacking the people of the camp. But then again, we might not fully understand what we're seeing there until whatever happens, happens. Cece, what do you think about Thalia so far? How do you think her being in season 3 will change the dynamic of the show? Also, what's your favorite dynamics and why? Well, it just really depends as far as how much she'll shake up the dynamics of the show. I don't know. It really just depends on who she joins. She could become her own faction for all we know. The fact that Luke chose a side, rather than, because she chose her people. Luke chose Kronos. Annabeth chose the camp and the gods, and maybe she just will go the middle road, the twilight road to dawn. I don't know. But I just think Luke probably needs somebody on his side of it to have more of a connection, more of a relationship with, because his little squad outside of that one girl with the fucking bow who is just annoying as shit. He doesn't have anybody to talk to over there to build out or flesh out his character, to rile up any kind of moral quandaries other than his own personal connections. And now that she's back, that throws an interesting wrench into it. Because I think more than anything, I think that would be, add a wild, cool dynamic for Luke, and also complicate things for Annabeth on the other side of it, because it comes down to her now having to struggle between, her friends and Thalia. But I like her so far. I mean, I again, like with Luke, I understand the resentment. I understand the fire. I understand, not wanting to be beholden to these people who are just playing games with the world and expect you to just turn and you subvert your life on a dime for them. You're being hunted for what you are and all this. It's just like a nightmare at times. But I don't know, man. I love the lightning powers. That's sick as hell. She's a fierce warrior. She seems like really fucking cool so far. I'm excited to see more. And as far as my favorite dynamics in the show and why, I don't know. I think my favorite dynamics so far have been like mostly, I'd say, like, I'm torn between Percy and Tyson because I love him having a brother, and I love that dynamic and that bond that was built in this. But I also kind of want to say Percy and Clarice, because I love that like frenemy, or that enemies to friends kind of thing, like the way that they're building each other. A protagonist is helping her on her journey. She's not like fully like walled up. I think the easy thing would say to be like Percy and Annabeth, but I do really like the Clarice arc in this episode, and how that, that's all kind of spurned on by Percy and a lot of his humanity rubbing off on her, because like with the Annabeth thing, like he's lived his life as a human where she's lived her life as a demigod. So like there's this weird blurred line, and I love that he's helping these people realize that they're a little bit more than what they've been born as, that gives them another option out of this. And I liked the journey between those two, and or at least the way that Percy informed upon her journey in this season specifically. Grover kind of took a backseat this season, I will say, like a huge backseat, which was kind of disappointing, but he's back. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Sabrina Buscemi, season finale. What do you think will happen to the gods? Will they be saved or destroyed now that Thalia is back? Is Annabeth right that Thalia will choose their side, or is Percy right and Thalia will choose the dark side? I think the only choices for Thalia is she's going to choose to side with Kronos, or she's going to choose her own side. I don't see her choosing the gods at all right now, which abstaining might as well be destroying, because if you're not helping them, you're not stopping their destruction or whatever. I don't know. It's like not picking is also in its way a choice. So I don't know. I'm curious, but like if I had to pick good or bad, destroy or save, I think she's going to try to destroy for sure. If I had to pick one of the two. Jack's World. How do you perceive everyone's current stance on standing with or against the gods based on the events of this finale? Mainly Thalia, Percy, Annabeth, Luke. Again, with Thalia, I totally understand where she's coming from. I would not fault her at all for siding with Kronos and Luke because of what the life she's led and all this kind of stuff. Percy's kind of a wild card because he's coming to this so much later than everybody else. He's carrying a lot of his humanity around, and he's just kind of following the gods because it's the stories that he's grown up with. And also, they're not all bad, but like, Poseidon seems to be pretty much at least in the present day, a chill dude. Going with the flow kind of guy. But I feel like it's not, I think he's also going to realize that there's fault on all sides. And I think he's not blind to that as well when he's confronted Zeus, Hades, all the gods he's met so far. Annabeth also I think is going to have a similar revelation at some point. But the thing about it is the gods are shitty, the Titans are worse. The thing is, though, they don't know that firsthand, so I understand Luke siding with Kronos because he knows the devil that's been ruining his life. And for all your concerns, you could even think, oh, all the shit we grew up with is just like God propaganda. They've been like, you see how they control the narrative, control these stories, and hell, Thalia is a good example of that now. Who's to say that the Titans aren't just, victims in all of this? Who knows? I don't know. Like, you could justify all of it, and I think it's really interesting to see where they go. But like, if you go with the classical stories and all that kind of stuff, like the kids growing up on it and not really seeing it, not really like feigning it or falling for the veil that the gods put up, Luke and Thalia are the only ones that have kind of seen through a lot of that. They've seen it firsthand, what the gods do or don't, and what that brings to them, who just have to live with the outcome of it. I don't know. I think it's really interesting because it's not decidedly black and white in the way that it's painted right now. During the battle, we see Percy disarm Luke, exactly how Luke disarmed him on the ship. He is a quick learner. He really is. He's like a little bit of a fucking Sharingan user over here, a little Uchiha. Do something once to him, he will learn it right back. Then proceeded to pummel him with his fists. Yeah, that's always the difference. He learns, but like the thing is, Luke is bigger than him, and he beat the fuck out of that kid. Percy seemed noticeably caught off guard by a punch being thrown. Makes sense. It was brutal. How do you interpret the overall vibe of the fight between Percy and Luke had, and how it will change the way they interact moving forward, and how serious Percy will take things as a 13-year-old in this? I forget he's 13. He's supposed to be 13 right now, and he does not look that. Oh my God. He did when they started, but not now. I think in general, I think that's showing to show like a little bit of the disconnect that Percy still kind of has, because a lot of this is still like the stories he's been told. And sometimes it's like, oh, it's just going to be a fight, a duel, swords, ha-ha, hee-hee, ho, ha-ha, I got you. And I think when it comes down to the reality of battle, and not that he's not taking it seriously, but I think like he just forgoes the complete concept of the fact that Luke has had to survive out in the wild without a place to call home that is protected, that is shielded for many a year before he found the camp. And you know what that means? You fight dirty. You fight creative. You're going to fight with what you got. He's going to be scrappy. He's going to be underhanded. Dropping the sword, getting the sword out of his hand is not going to be the end of the fight. And I think Percy learned that real quick, is like he's dealing with people that have had to actually fight just to survive and live. And I think that's what happened. I was like, oh, Luke was like, oh shit, well, I still got these. I think their part of Percy was like, haha, got you. And then like didn't even like consider the other aspect of that, because again, this is just, all of this is new to him. He went to regular human school most of his life. he was picked on, bullied. He's only just learned these skills when these people have literally had to take care of themselves. So I think that's kind of the thing. Like, he's still a child waking up to the realities of this world in a way. Like you said, he's supposed to be 13 right now. He doesn't know shit about everything going on. I'm a Leo. Based on this finale, what do you hope to see from our characters of the storyline in season 3, or maybe even beyond? Are there characters from Greek mythology, gods, monsters, or heroes you would like to see included in the story? Right now, like, I mean, I just want to see, honestly, I want to see the Titans and Olympus burn. I think that would be cool. I think that'd be fun. Maybe that's the Kratos in me, but clearly there is a lot of flaws with the way the gods rule over their children, as well as this whole thing about the dichotomy between gods, humans, and monsters. And then we see like Tyson, and we see all these other examples, and there's some that kind of skirt the line, like spirits and all this kind of stuff. Like, what makes them get treated any different? Because they're beastie, a lot of them, like in the appearance and whatnot, no different in a lot of ways. You decide who is what. It's very xenophobic. I don't like it. So I'd like to see like that start to blend, especially now Tyson's brought into the mix. You know, and Luke's side, they're siding with them as well. You know, bring them into the fold. Maybe make it a world that is more inclusive to humans and monsters. Maybe drop that terminology as well. And you know what? Let's, I think we need to like strip the power dynamics away from some of these people who are in charge. Letting Kronos fill that void, though, is like replacing it with a bigger evil. But it's not be like, oh, the system that we have right now is not good. I would like to see them tear it all down, build something better or something for all of them instead of for the gods. That's what I hope, at least. As far as like any characters or monsters or gods or whatever that we haven't seen yet, I'd like to see. I can't remember what all we have seen in season 1. I mean, we've seen a lot of the things that I would go to immediately, like right off the top of my head. But I mean, Kraken, Hydra would be cool. I don't know. I don't think we fought a Hydra. If I can't, I don't think so. If we did, I don't remember it. I mean, we've tackled a lot of the staple things already. And who, like, as far as like figures might still be around, it's hard to say. Again, we've seen the Fates, we've seen the Furies, we've seen Hades, we've seen a lot of the core gods. We haven't seen Artemis or Apollo, right? Artemis would be cool. I'd like to see Artemis pop up if I had to pick somebody. Daisy, finally, our last question here. Not that I'm looking forward to this being over. That was not what I meant. I was like, and our final question is what I meant to say. Now that you've seen the whole season, how are your feelings on season 2, the story of the characters, compared to season 1? Do you feel the difference of them shooting a lot more practical and on location compared to the use of the volume in season 1? Yes, I did feel that a lot. It did feel like there was definitely a visual distinct difference in the way that was shot. It did feel more present, very real in a lot of the ways. And I think a lot of that really did help to sell it a lot more. I think I wrote off some of that when I was going into it, into just them getting used to the production. But now that you mention it, I again, it's been so long since for me, it feels like season 1 feels so long ago. I forgot how much of it was volume shot. But you can definitely tell when they're on location in this, and when they're really doing these things, and when things are really there. And I always think that's usually the best way to go. I do think the story, it's definitely building. It's more broad. Like I said, the first season is very self-contained. This is the first part of a larger narrative, kicking off of the tail end of last season, obviously. So, but I think in a lot of ways, performances, scale, scope, it's a little smaller scale wise, I think, than season 1, but like I don't know. I just thought the vibe was stronger overall. I don't know, it's hard to say. I'd have to rewatch season 1. It's been a minute, but for right now I'm between the two seasons, I'm kind of, I don't know, man. We had the globe trotting in season 1, hopping from city to city. Okay, I like season 1 probably more overall. But this is definitely like the first piece in a big ass puzzle that we're building right now. This is a stepping stone into the broader story. You know, we did like season 1, like I said, it was kind of self-contained, and then you entered the next stage. And it feels like that next stage is the rest of the story, the real story. And that first quest was just the tutorial, if you will. So I know I'm excited either way. Lastly, I'm sure you already know this, but the episode has a mid-credits and post-credits scene, so make sure to check them out in case you haven't, which we did. And yeah, I was forewarned in my live stream and in a previous comment, I think, on one of the other ones to check them out. So I was forewarned. So, and I remembered actually this time. So sometimes I'll get these heads up and I'll still manage to forget somehow. But yes, thank you guys so much for coming along on this journey. Thank you guys so much for your questions. But that's all I got for this one, guys. We wrap another season, and seems like we might not have too much longer until we get the next one, which is exciting. So I'm really excited. I think things are getting real fast in this, and I can't wait to see, especially now that Thalia is in the scene, how that shakes up things moving forward, especially with Kronos' return coming ever faster. But that's all I got for this one, guys. I'm going to leave it there and pass it off to you. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Everyone get early access to the videos that we have it for. If you want to submit your own comments, questions, and fun facts, and any of that jazz, you can do that all over on Patreon. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out Lily Chan's son, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Burr, Calvin Brindley, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, and Amy Becca. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors here on the channel, helping sponsors for the rescues that I'm taking care of here at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help with all that. Thank you guys so much. And a huge shout out to all of our channel legends. You and the patrons allow us to do what we do over here, to keep this shit going on, to come back around to these shows that we're a little bit late to, or sometimes, you know, allow us to have things a little bit more flexible. Without you guys, the channel would not be what it is at the moment. I really appreciate you guys immensely. Huge shout out to you guys here on YouTube. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. Thank you guys so much, and can't wait to see what happens in season 3. But that's just a quick video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.